Drop on by the Clown Cafe, your favorite meals on wheels. The menu is disgusting and it's full of special deals. Nothing here is good for you, so grab yourself a tray, 'cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Gobble up your order quick before it runs away, 'cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe.
But I'm actually glad I invoked Cool World last time we did this, because I have a suspicion the lore is going in a Cool World direction. And
Okay.
how could I have known that? You know, Damien Leone, clearly big Cool World nut, kind of took the kernel of like, what if a comic artist was like tapping into something that was real, or like is making something real by drawing it? I don't know. That'd be so cool. I'm gonna put it in my screenplay. You know, so Sienna and her powers maybe is akin to Hollywood from Cool World. Think about it. You know, prequel, part of the same universe. Who knows, right?
Okay, I'm intrigued. I saw a theory, and I admittedly kind of, my head went this way when they were kind of like doing some stuff as well. Do you think Art is her dad? Or at least part of their bloodline?
Oh, interesting. I didn't think about that. But they do talk about how something with his disease made him different and crazy and no good or something like that. The way I was interpreting it is like he may have committed the little pale girl murder at the carnival.
100% that's what happened.
Okay, and so somehow there's like a balancing or a revenge happening from the evil entities in this story.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about her dad. I was talking about Art.
Yeah, I'm talking about...
Art for sure did, right?
Oh, well, I'm saying... no, I was saying Sienna's dad may have killed that kid, and now that kid's powering Art for revenge or something. But that seems unlikely. That's how I was piecing it together when I was watching it.
Right.
But I'm not volunteering that as like, oh, I figured it out. It's like, no, I like often get things like this very wrong, but I enjoy the experience of thinking about it incorrectly. Be like, oh, in Scream, this police chief right here, he's the killer. Like, I'll just get it. I'll bite it, all the red herrings, and get it all wrong. But that's why I have a fun time. So
sure,
nah.
This movie is great for that, which is really surprising to me. How like kind of fun this was in comparison to the first.
Oh, I feel like this, like my tagline for the poster would be like, the friendliest Terrifier yet. Like, it's just like, this is the least extreme of the three films we've looked at so far. I felt like they kind of, there was even a story where they cut a tasteless joke from this one that wouldn't have had an issue being in the first movie. And in fact, the second movie, not All Hallows Eve, Terrifier 1.
Yeah.
The selfie joke felt more screwed up than anything I saw Art do in this, really, I thought. You know? Like,
oh, taking a selfie with her corpse?
With the sawed head, and like, just, there was something really like, fuck you about that. Like, I was like, oh man.
Aggressive.
Right, Art is really mad at millennials or something. I didn't get the same feeling from this. This was like a little less like that.
I agree. Actually, just in general, if you remember when we were talking last time, and I think All Hallows Eve, talking about how it feels really aggressive towards women in particular, the way like they're killed and treated. I didn't feel that at all here. Like, yes, they get like fucked up, but that dude gets his dick ripped off. So I'm happy.
Yeah, no, the castration I asked for happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Like, all right. Like, it wasn't even, in hindsight, I should have like put it together when that character has a shirt that says just the tip with a bloody knife on it. But I was like, okay, yeah, shitty Halloween shirts from Spencer's or something. But then it's like, when it was written in dust, I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Great. They apparently felt the same way or something, that they needed to do something humiliating to somebody else. So yeah, In that same vein, though, I felt like even the gnarliest kill in this movie, like the dignity of underwear is allowed, which was like, oh, crazy.
Oh,
First movie wouldn't have done that.
Sure.
I don't think they would have done that. They would have been more grotesque about it. So I don't know how I feel in general. It's more like it makes me think like, okay, now it makes more sense to me that there's Spencer's Gifts merch and stuff because 2 is way less like extreme and gnarly and like beyond the pale of decency or something. It's like, no, this is just a violent movie. Like this is getting more into like a, I'm not going to say conventional slasher or whatever, but it's just like, no, this is now just kind of in a similar category as your Freddy's and whatever. Like,
yeah,
I've seen like it maybe luxuriates slightly longer than those, but not as much as I was prepping for in my mind. Like I was really anxious about this movie, and then it was like, no, you're fine. Like this is not gonna screw up with you quite the same way as the first 2 movies. I was like, oh,
classic.
Okay.
The thing that like is in your head is scarier than the thing that they could show you. Basically, you were scaring yourself a little bit.
I don't quite want to say I was disappointed, but it was like,
no, I got you.
Oh, you gave me this like bloodlust or whatever. Like I was like, oh, this is some dangerous cinema right here. And then when I watched this one, I was like, oh, this is significantly less dangerous. This is like, to continue my Rockstar Games comparison or whatever, it's like, oh no, like Manhunt and stuff, that's in the past. We want to sell like skins and things now. We want to sell bucks. So this is GTA 5, this is just for everybody. It's a lot less gnarly. And I don't know. I thought we found like a dark vein of like
the darkness.
Web
or something like in movie form.
Oh, the dark web spilled over into Amazon or something, but it's like, no, they're not going in that direction. So now I'm less anxious about 3 because I don't know if they can get back that dark energy.
Yeah.
Partially because the thing that Terrifier 1 does is mess with your expectations a little about final girls and things.
Yeah.
This movie is just like, no, she's fine. Like, she'll be fine. Like, something happens, but she's like a Jedi now or something.
This movie follows every single movie making trope and like basic thing of they show the final weapon like literally basically on a mantle on her fucking on her like dresser or whatever and early with the whole like don't touch it, it's sharp or whatever. Like, okay, we know this is going to be an important relic of some sort. You know she's going to be the final girl. She has ties to like this character somehow with this like evil or whatever. Like, it is so much more a movie than the others.
Yeah, like All Hallows Eve felt kind of cobbled together, but I think I liked it. Like I felt like, oh, this is like an independent movie. Like this has a little bit of like getting started or something. There was something fun about it.
Yeah.
And I liked how it was paced, and I liked the framing narrative and stuff like that.
Right.
The first one, was kind of just this 80-minute like murder house. Like just this like warehouse is going to be full of corpses later. Like it's the Mid-County Massacre or whatever it is. Mile County?
Mile.
I keep screwing it up. Yeah. This like the music and everything just felt way more like together as a presentation movie. Or a story, like Carpenter-esque music at times. Like it's like, oh, this is way more mainstream in how it's structured or whatever. So I don't know. Like I made this like kind of internal decision. I was just like, I just don't really want Brittany around for when these are on because I don't know what's going to happen. But she could have totally seen this, I think. I like some gnarly business goes down here and there.
Yeah,
but
it's not the same.
It doesn't feel as like, oh, like something beyond the pale is going to happen in the next scene. It's like, man, like you shouldn't pour bleach on somebody. That's fucked up. But for Art the Clown, that's not the worst thing I've seen him do. And I'm only a couple movies in. So
totally. It's it's interesting because I had the same I kind of had the same feeling of you're almost like you want to protect your loved ones from seeing stuff that might scar them. Like, really, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, I think with All Hallows or maybe it was Terrifier 1, I was kind of like, this feels like you're kind of actively scarring your mind a little bit with some gnarly business. This didn't, I don't think this had that happen. Like,
I agree.
When the craziest kill in the movie in hindsight happened, I wasn't sure that that's what I saw. Like, I was like, oh, maybe something crazier will happen later. I don't know. Whereas when the sawing happened in the first movie, I was like, I sure hope nothing like this happens again. I don't know. That was a lot. And then it doesn't really. Whereas the Allie's attack in this one was like so crazy, but it was like really aggressive and fast. And like, like he just has magic strength now and can just rip a person's hand in half. Like, it's just insane business is going on. That it was too crazy. Like, it was like, oh, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. Like, human art needs to really saw at it, and it's horrible how long it takes. I didn't feel the same about this. It was just kind of, at some point during that scene, I was like, why isn't she just fainted or something? Like, this just seems insane in a different way, where it's just like, I don't think this could happen at all. There's no way this could happen. And the movie has already kind of created this mind gap in my head with the dream sequence earlier, because like it's really violent too, but it's similar in that like the blood looks kind of the same and like skulls get crunched up the same. So the real and the imaginary look the same. So I wasn't really like getting that, oh, this looks so crazy to me sense at subsequent times, really. Like I'm trying to think if anything really pinged on that scale. But whatever. I guess we'll more chronologically look at it. But No,
so the scene we're talking about, the bedroom scene, I guess is how everybody refers to it because it happens in a bedroom.
It does, yeah.
This is the one I knew about, this kill, that it had been spoiled for me. So this was the one that was like my ground level, like, oh shit, how fucked up is this gonna get if this is like just one of the ones I saw? No, I saw the one. So I was like, okay, that's fine then. I guess I saw the kill that is like the big one or whatever. I guess the other big one is that shotgun blast is kind of fucked up, and not in the way that like it's like gross, but in the way that like right before it, there's like a really touching moment. It's just like psychologically manipulative, like emotionally manipulative.
Yeah. Like the dumb thought that was going on in my mind was like coming off of a bunch of power washer or something. I was like, she is cleaning this car so dumb. Yeah. Like, just take all the paper off first. Why would you be Windexing already? And then it was like, oh, because Art's in the car and we need to obscure him for a second. And it's like, oh, okay, sure, I guess. It was also the one time like a firearm was really used like it would have been in the first movie.
Yeah.
But it's the most sawed off shotgun you can have.
Yeah.
There's no gap at all. And then just exploding head happens and whatever.
Yeah.
There's still screwed up things that happen here and there throughout. For sure, that are just like, oh, that's just like vividly gross in a way. Like for her specifically, it wasn't that, it was the mashed potatoes later was no good. Didn't appreciate it. Like,
it's so gross.
I don't want to see red and potatoes together. It doesn't, I don't want it. So it was more of like a food reaction. I was just like, no, you shouldn't do that. It's gross.
I hate it. It's come at such a bad time because this last week we've been making mashed potatoes a lot just because like they're delicious and pretty quick and easy to make, right, for dinner. So seeing this is just like, I don't think I'm gonna make potatoes anymore for a bit. It's fucking gross.
Or the thing that's bothering me is like a German heritage person is like, I love me some cabbage rolls on a bed of potatoes, but it'll resemble this now. Like the red sauce.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so they disrespected like, the food.
Yeah, like next time I eat it, I might just kind of look at it different. I don't know. Like that's one of the more vivid things that happen.
Sure.
It does get you a little bit of follow up from one's ending, like with the coroner guy and his phone call mishaps or whatever. I
That's how
totally
it starts.
misread what
Yeah.
I misread what was happening for a second because I didn't read that the jar had acid in it. I thought it was like formaldehyde or something, and I was like, "Oh, is he keeping that guy's brain? What's he doing? Is Art collecting organs like Invader Zim or something? What's happening?" And then it was like, "No, I don't know. He's just a cannibal or something. Like that's
Yeah.
not."
He's just
I was like,
gnarly.
"Oh, he's undead now, so I don't know what the rules are. Like, does he need brains for power or something?" But then it just kind of doesn't get into that. Just he fully takes the man's brain out of his head. I guess it's just a coroner autopsy joke or something. Like, it's
I
just like,
guess.
well, this guy did this to other people, and now I did it, or
Art
whatever.
is
Or
much sillier in this one than before. He is having a good
Art's
time.
amusement at his own head wound. Like his brain's kind of out, and he's just kind of like, oh, and then he. But you're right. It is sillier, but some of it was like had me on like hooked into like, oh, is that gonna work? Like he took his eye? Is that gonna work? And then it's just like, no, he's just fucking around. Like,
Yeah, of course he is. He's a clown.
He reveals that the eye is now in his socket, but it just looks all crazy. And you're like, oh, never mind. And then he just drops it and leaves, and you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right, sure. I like the little pale girl. I thought she had some good, just creepy business happening. Like just like because the two core kids can see her, so them like looking into a dark van at night, and then there's something wrong in there. Like that's some good business. I like that. Like just
that's why I'm thinking like they're part of the same lineage somehow, Art and them, because they're the only ones that can see this little girl.
Yeah, to the point where the possum stuff that happens, I was like, did that even happen? And then it's like, no, there was possum blood and stuff on his shirt. And then it was like, oh, okay, so they got the son in trouble or whatever. What's his name? Because I know Sienna, but I forget.
Oh my god. I'll see if I can quickly
character.
find it because I forgot it too. Wasn't it just like a basic ass name like David or something?
It was not David.
No, but just a basic bitch name. David or something. Jonathan. So
yeah, I was like, it's got to be a J name then.
Yeah, basic
like
bitch name.
There's those J names. It was like, yeah, Jacob or Josh or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to criticize a young actor, but he had some moments that were like, okay, like when he tells off his mom and calls her a bitch. That scene just didn't quite work dramatically. Like I was I was kind of like, well, this is an evolution for this series anyway, because I'm now like having to criticize its sense of drama as opposed to murder mayhem, which is all the first movie's really interested in.
It reminded me of, do you remember Breaking Bad and Walt Jr. or Flynn, as they call him later, or whatever, or Finn or whatever?
Yeah.
Anytime he had to do like one of those scenes where he's like, "You're a bitch" or whatever, and it's like hamming it up so much, but also he's not like a great actor, so you're just like, this is kind of cringy. I got the same kind of vibe from this kid.
But like the setup for him to be really upset was there with her like tearing up the sketchbook of her dad, like their dad and everything. I was like, that's crazy what just happened. But it was like he wasn't angry enough. I was never scared of Jonathan or worried he was going to do anything. Because like early in the movie, they're like, oh, I don't know. He's looking at some pretty crazy websites. Like he's going to start like becoming a serial killer. It's like, this kid? I don't think so. But maybe that's how school shooters happen. Is you don't even think they could do it.
I mean, and in this day and age, actually legitimately though.
Yeah. So I don't want to like mitigate, but the scene around the dumpster and stuff had some okay like shitty kids at school peer pressuring stuff, and I guess I was a little bit disappointed that Jonathan didn't like. Hey, no, they're screwing around. Like, but I think he felt like these kids will rag on him more if he tries to ruin their prank or whatever with like the dead possum and showing it to the girl to creep her out.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what do they say? It's like, oh, there's some puppies or kittens or something, right? They're like, oh, there's something nice over here. And then it's like maggoty possum. And you're like, oh, jerks. And so there's this school business.
Yeah.
And then Art and the little pale girl throw the possum at him. And once again, it's just like, is this happening? Because can that happen? And then it was like, no, apparently that can happen. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Or like,
well, I mean, art is real in this world. So
art is real.
He's probably the one that did all the throwing, right? And like all the physical
or corporeal, I suppose. I'm not sure what Jonathan would have seen. Because like you get the helpful scene at the laundromat, right? Which I thought was funny that Art's solution to his clown suit is like, well, I gotta wash it. Like I gotta take care of this.
That's great.
So he goes.
I gotta say one thing real quick. I rolled my eyes and was like, are we really gonna do this? And they never kind of really do it again. The little girl, she just shits. That's like her introduction. She just fucking shits everywhere. It's like,
yeah,
okay. Great. So we have a character that's just gonna shit everywhere all the time now because that's what like we like. And thankfully, no, that doesn't happen. But
I wasn't really sure what that was, or if it's just like I'm fucked up like you, Art. It like there's like because it's like two silent characters need to form a kinship,
a bond. So somehow,
yeah. Like Art is like loves painting with excrement or whatever. So that was like.
He does.
Like, I guess that was just kind of a handshake of some kind through undead clown monsters. That's how it
for
works.
sure. But like, as the viewer, my thing is, are we introducing just some like weird sidekick character that literally does nothing? Like, I'm a shit on the floor over and over. Like every time they're on screen, they're just shitting everywhere.
Fortunately, no, that is not really her gag. Her gag is like her eyes actually glow. Which is kind of cool. Well,
she might be actually the evil, like personified, if some.
Yeah, or like the supernatural part of it, right? Because like Art, I think is just there's this deranged serial killer that had his big or probably a serial killer. I'm gonna say I was gonna say it's a spree killing. It's like technically that event was, but that guy's killed a bunch of people. Like, there's just no way that's never happened before.
Yeah.
So that was like perfect vessel, Brad Dourif style for like the evil Chucky whatever happens at the beginning of those movies. This is like, oh, good, I have a vessel for my vengeance or something was kind of how I was treating it. Again, I still think it's fun that because so much stuff is unstated because they're mute characters. You kind of get to like engage with what you're seeing and try to make it a narrative in your own like head or whatever. Just like, why is this happening? Like, what abilities does Art really have now? Like the girl was able to talk on the phone, but maybe just to Sienna.
Well, this is what I'm thinking is that did she actually talk, or was this like a weird like psychic connection thing that because she just heard it over the phone, like you said, right?
Yeah. Like Sienna was convinced her brother was phoning her and took that information. So they're able to reach out to them specifically, like Cole in Sixth Sense or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like go communicate to them. But yeah, I don't know. It introduced a lot of like other things to muse about. And I did like the Clown Cafe song and how that dream was all super weird. Like I did enjoy
That's very not Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. That's very like Dream Warrior or something era.
But like a really good scene from one of those movies. Like sometimes they get they get dream business right and wrong sometimes in those.
Yeah.
Like ones I like, there was one in 2 I actually really liked where like a character goes outside and then sees Freddy in their house or something, and you're just like, oh, I've had dreams like that. Like it's like your domestic space is getting changed or whatever.
Yeah.
So that Sienna was like watching TV in her room, and then it was informing what she then saw, and then like the sword was in the dream, and like stuff that happened that day informed what you were seeing in the dream a bit. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, because I wasn't quite sure if like them fearing Art and talking about him drew Art there, or if it was more like targeted, like, oh, this was always going to happen because of the backstory that we don't have about.
Well, they're in Miles County, right? So like, this is his killing grounds.
That wasn't immediately clear to me at the beginning, but it was like, oh, Jonathan wants to dress up as Art, and it's like, oh, what are you doing? Like, there was a real horrible thing that happened. Like, there's that conversation. But yeah, I guess they just didn't know those people personally, I guess, from the first movie.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, right? Because there is obviously a connection with the girl, the little girl, 100%. So maybe it's because of the meaning with the little girl and Art that they go here or whatever to these people.
That they're correctly drawn to something pertinent to what happened or whatever. Yeah. Again, because it's mute, it's fun to think about, I suppose.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. You just Tommy guns all those people. Something about like adults dressing like they're from a kid's show was kind of like, oh yeah, that's good. That's weird. That, like just kind of this infantilized, like, ha 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 wee, but it's like adults dancing around and eating peanut butter sandwiches and whatever, like just doing Saturday morning stuff.
I mean, I think the reason for that might be because of like legalities with filming children. There's like a whole thing when you have children actors that you can't like shoot after like 9 or 10 or whatever. You can't do certain things with them around. So that might just literally be like, I think it
works out though. Like, I wasn't like wondering why it wasn't real kids. Like, I think it was weirder somehow that it was not. Yeah. But again, that kind of violence happening, and then there's the big fire and everything, and her costume's ruined and
well,
such,
I mean, that's kind of like a weirdly important thing, because we get later on some stuff where this clown cafe might actually just be like a parallel dimension, or like there's something going on where there's like a veil that gets broken as soon as like she pulls the sword out and kind of reflects his fire back at him, and then it goes into the real world or whatever, because that's a real fire that happened, even though they blame it as candles.
No, it felt like having that dream somehow imbued the sword with power or something like that. Like
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No,
I thought you were done.
It just seemed like altered after that happened. Like, yeah, I think something real and fictional and dream and reality kind of merged in something. But anyway, yeah.
There's a theory that this is kind of like a reaching thing that I saw, but maybe where that was like the moment that she like had to prove her worth or whatever by going through that fucking cereal box with all the shit in it to like get the sword out or whatever. And that, because apparently after that moment, the sword like looks shinier, like it looks empowered then. And I didn't notice this, so I don't know if this is just some guy trying to like pretend like he's noticed something. I didn't go back and watch it a second time, but that's kind of an interesting idea. If they're like in the real world, the sword like looks a little better now or something. Like,
yeah, well, she pulls it out of the ash and it's fine, and they kind of have that conversation about like, oh, I'm sorry, and it's like, no, it's great, like it's perfect. And it's like, oh, crazy. Important moment, and then we return to it, and it's real or something later.
Yeah,
like what did they say about the food? Like the food's not right or something like that. Like there's a lyric in there. That's
yeah,
like,
you're right.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, that's true. The cereal box, I kind of forgot about that. I like, because in my mind I was like, just pour out the box, like why wouldn't you do that? But it's like, oh, but it's a dream, but then maybe she braved the horrors of the box like a Gom Jabbar thing from Dune.
It's drop on by the clown cafe. The grub is downright gruesome, but your appetites obey because the food's a little funny. Food's a little funny at the clown cafe.
The food's a little funny. That was
Yeah.
like I've never. That's a pretty good lyric. That's good stuff. Uh, no, an oddball song. I and like the
Yeah.
person's on fire playing their little ukulele or whatever, and they're fine. You know, like it just had a good surreal oddness to it that
Totally.
was fun, but a totally different kind of fun than the first two movies. Like
Yes.
it's definitely going in a direction that makes more sense to me why this has gotten mainstream popular in a way, like a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely a more approachable movie with
Totally.
like more intriguing elements to it than just murder mayhem. That said, I thought this series was murder mayhem, but to an extreme degree,
Yeah.
and now I'm kind of like, oh, okay.
We were
Well,
prepping for a
alright.
snuff film, and what we got is like violent
Yeah.
horror movie.
Yeah, like it was starting to be like, oh, is this like this generation's like Cannibal Holocaust or something? Is something really crazy going on here? And it's like, nah, not anymore. They're not doing that. And it's like, oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
maybe I'll get what I need in Screamboat, you know, starring the same guy.
Yeah,
So-
maybe. So the next thing that kind of happens that's interesting to me at least was they are watching, the little girl is watching on the TV the interview with Victoria from the first one, which is the
Yeah.
cold open for the first one. So it's kind of cool that like what we saw there is this moment here, because in the background is Art making his weapons and sharpening stuff as she's watching it. I thought that was super cool.
Right. And in that interview, it's like, oh, last year there was this massacre, and now this is a year later.
This is a year
So-
later. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to like Amazon's terrible like back end or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Like I don't know what's happening, because I know Amazon owns IMDb, but they are not feeding each other good information, because it's just like,
Oh.
what year did this come out? Because it said 2024 for this movie. And I was like,
No,
I'm
no,
pretty
no.
sure that's not true.
This is 2022.
And then it's like, this is 2022. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Terrifier 1 was like way long ago. It's like, yeah, that was like 2016. I was like, oh, okay. But in the timeline now, these are like a year apart stories, but 6 years
Yes.
apart in real life.
In real time.
You know?
Yeah.
But then 3 followed up fairly quickly, right? 2 years later.
Yeah.
now
Last year for us, as of this
And
talking.
4 is next year, right?
4 is
Like,
next year, so 2
fairly-
years in between again.
Yeah, so we're on a better clip of storytelling business. Because I was wondering too, it's like, well, I hope the little pale girl's still in it, but she's gonna be older and older. I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
Or will
You
she,
know.
because she's like a phantom of some sort? I don't know.
That's what I mean, though. But I mean the actor.
Oh, the actress.
Like-
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, we're gonna have like a weird, like that kid on Lost issue where you're just like, we gotta
Yeah.
get rid of this kid. Like, we can't have a kid on the island because this is all happening very quickly. And it's like, oh, okay.
Or even
We'll
more
write him out of the show.
aptly right now, Stranger Things, people are already kind of lambasting the fucking pictures and trailers for the 5th season here, because it's like they were like
Yeah.
11, right, when they started this, and they're like 30 now. Like, you guys took way too
Well,
long.
I was looking at the numbers. Like, yeah, your core cast of young siblings are like
Yeah.
in their 20s now, like early 20s.
Yeah.
And like Nancy is like mid 30s now, and I think she was like 16 in season 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's not great. You know, that's the risk you run, I suppose.
It's the way it goes.
But kind of a victim of their own success there, though, because I don't feel that was ever supposed to be 5 seasons, and
Yeah.
it made too much money. So
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. But Terrifier, I guess art just looks crazy all the time, so David Thornton Howard aging doesn't really matter. And then I guess John, like, I was surprised both siblings survived. Like, at some point
Yeah.
early,
That's a good point.
I was like, oh, one is clearly going to have to sacrifice themselves to save the other. And that kind of happens, but they cheat it because now she's got powers or something. Like, she's got Valkyrie powers. She's a Valkyrie, right? That's the costume. Because like I was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
coming
yeah.
off too human. It was like, oh, her crouching next to this fallen person. I know. Like, I've seen this happen. 100 times.
She even has the braid, the tight braid in her hair. For, like, yeah, 100%. That's what they're going with.
Yeah. There's who's the Halloween party friend with the Molly situation that happens?
Oh, it's Brooke.
Brooke. Okay.
Yeah.
What was her costume? I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, it might be a Bride of Frankenstein or something, but I'm not, or like something from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah, you're right. She has like that crazy hair, kind of like a zombie-ish thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't remember what, like, exactly what it looks like. I don't know what it could have been.
But Sienna gets to really cut loose and just have a good like Halloween rave time. But that's when you kind of get your phone call exchange. I feel like we're glossing over Allie's death. Like, she's the friend that's doing the trick-or-treating thing. That had some good setup. Really, that section did have the darkest business, but it was just presented differently than it was in the first movie. So it felt like each crazy attack, like, oh, I'm just gonna rip off your hair and scalp. It was like that took like 3 seconds though. Like, that was crazy how like what hair's gone, and then like stab back is like cut, and you're just like, all right, like this is crazy how quickly this is going. Really, like, this is vicious but kind of insane. Like it's like a video game or something at some point.
I think the craziest part of it, honestly, is the fact that like she's somehow still alive and like moving or whatever, just completely
the whole time.
Yeah.
Like no, like head traumas and things of some kind are happening, and she's still conscious. Like the screwed up thing, like I was like, this would explain it, but it would be more fucked up. But isn't that this series? Would be like at the beginning of the attack, she's injected with adrenaline or something. Like something really rude happens to keep her like this, where like Art wants her to be like this while this is happening. Because it just kind of works out in his favor, where she's having a torturously terrible time.
Yeah.
But almost improbably so, like, and there's like behind the scenes stories about how long this took to shoot and everything, and how like, oh yeah, she was great. Like, she had to scream so much. And you're just like, yeah, she sure would.
Apparently, every time she like pulled herself off the ground or whatever during takes, she would have to peel her like skin off because of the fake blood sticking her to the ground. Like, it's gross. That's just gross. I hate that.
No, this is like a beyond like Bruce Campbell ordeal of just like goopy times making a horror movie.
Totally.
So we should highlight the actress's name and give her props, I guess, for being up for that, because slimy. It was pretty rough.
I mean, to be honest with you, I thought like all of the like main actresses were pretty fucking good. Like, I thought they were pretty good for a horror movie of this caliber.
Yeah, no, there was a much like, well, not that it was bad in the first movie. Like, I felt like there's Victoria, but then the sister in that movie, like the one you think is the main girl for the first section of the movie, she was really good too.
Oh my god, why can't I remember her name now?
The murdered sister,
Murdered sister, yeah. Allie's actress is Casey Hartnett.
Okay.
I'm seeing if there's any relation. Well, this is what I'm looking up right now. It's just taking forever to find. Because that's a name we recognize.
We don't research before the show. We need to have the fresh information for you.
There's nothing in here that says any. It would be noted.
So good
here.
No nepotism involved, just pure talent. So great.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like there's the first like kind of like, oh man, is the salt and the bleach thing just to make it worse. Like that's an Art the Clown move.
That's gross. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. Or the way it starts with the kind of like unnerving trick-or-treating thing happening. It was just like, oh, all right, yeah, you're a little old for this, but good job or whatever. And like the blood's a nice touch. Like, she has this whole kind of weird one-sided conversation with art, which is kind of good. Like that's some okay, just like people trying to work through a menacing situation in a normal way.
Well,
You know?
right before this is when Art was at the costume shop, which is some of the best art stuff in this movie of him being a weirdo.
That was extra good because like art is now part of what you'll find at a Spirit Halloween or whatever. Like there's standees and things. So coming off of that experience this season was just like, that's pretty funny. Because like these little standees he's posing with at the end of the scene are art now. When you go to a store, you can buy a big art for your yard or whatever. And it's like, okay, that's funny. The clerk here gets assaulted, I guess, chopped up, you know. The head business here, this too though, I was like, this is the least convincing decapitation yet. Like this one looks foam rubbery in a way that hadn't happened before, which is easier to handle. Like it's easier to take than the previous ones, but it's also just like, is this the direction now? Like it's camping it a little more now. We're not gonna get too crazy.
It honestly might have just been like necessity or whatever. So apparently, you know how in this scene Art comes up and just puts her like bag on the counter and then walks away or whatever. Apparently like, that's because in continuity they forgot to like write her picking it up or something in the other scene, so they're like, just have Art just like creepily fucking leave it for her or whatever. It's like, all right. So I thought that was funny.
Like Sienna, that she's had this vivid dream of Art like the night before and then sees it in reality, that's some good stuff. Like that's like, you know, the man behind Winky's scene in Mulholland is my favorite example of just kind of speaking a dream into reality, and then it's like, oh no, it happened like exactly as he just said. You know, like it has some sort of unnerving thing. So Sienna like being so like struck by oh no, how is this happening? You know, is pretty good stuff. And then the bag and the paying and the bike horn. Like, is that an important bike horn? Because it sounds over the end credits a little bit too.
Maybe.
So like just that Art found something he wanted to buy and paid.
It's kind of his only way to communicate with sound, right?
So this gives him a taunting mechanism, perhaps, for the next movie.
Maybe it's like Morse code. He could be like,
somebody should decode it. It's like, is Art actually speaking? Like, you know, somebody listen to it.
Somebody do that YouTube video.
Yeah, it's like
he's saying, "Help me, I'm in pain."
I don't even want to be doing this. It's that little girl. Like I'm
just spoiling Terrifier 4.
I do not consent to this. Actually, it's like, oh, weird. You wouldn't have assumed that because he seems so delighted about it. But anyway,
going back to the alley thing though. So after the murder and all that gnarly business, it is kind of funny that like there's the roundabout moment of him answering the door for the trick-or-treaters and he just has like her head or whatever as the bowl.
Well, it's the mom's head, right?
The mom's head,
I think the thing that echoed like some of the gnarly business from All Hallows Eve was like somebody, like a caretaker witnessing that something has happened is worse than what happened.
Especially like when it's a family member or loved one.
The mom walking in on the room and being like blown away at how horrible this is was more distressing to me than the actual attack. And then just some off-screen murder happened, and then like you get your kind of gross out like, ew, it's sticky. It's just like, just take it, you know. What do you say? Thank you.
He smacks out one kid's hand. He's like,
no, not for you. And I interpreted as like, no, you just put a football helmet on. That's not a costume. Like, you're not doing it right.
Just kind of like gatekeeping Halloween a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like, nah, it's supposed to be scary. You're not Halloweening right.
For sure. Yeah.
So that standards of you know, ceremony about it. So that situation happens. Our subsequent characters are trying to text or call or whatever, and that's just the end of that. like that avenue is kind of just over. Yeah. Well, what is like? So Jonathan has the scrapbook thing and like the argument and the tearing up the pages and everything. We should say these seem to be kind of prophetic drawings of like
they're
some
drawings
of,
of
the
everything that
movie.
happened from the massacre.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's kind of vivid pictures of some of the kills from the first movie in there. So it's like, how did he know this would happen? Or so I guess that would feed the theory that this has something to do with the dad being art or something. I guess could
somehow
be
related. Yeah.
Yeah, like he didn't die so much as left into murdering.
Do you think
Maybe.
It's just like an evil entity sort of thing? Because like we'll talk about the ending later, but the glowy eyes happen to Art, then they happen to the little girl, then they happen again after back to Art or whatever. So do you think maybe like the glowy, maybe the dad at some point had glowy eyes when he was turning or becoming kind of an asshole? Like, is this?
I'm not sure if we're gonna get more scenes with the dad, like, because there's just a picture,
No.
right? You don't even really get a sense of who he was in the movie, right? They just talk about him a lot. And there's like a photo of Sienna as a kid, and like he's there in the frame or whatever, but there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no close-ups or anything, so a lot to speculate about. Again, we haven't seen the third movie as of this recording, so we're staying ignorant for the most part, right? You haven't checked.
I have not
have
yet. No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Christmas themed, so I imagine it's in continuity with this timeline. Like this is going to be a month later in this third movie, is what I would assume, right? Because
okay. Yeah, maybe.
Oh wait, maybe, but Art is in a strange state of disrepair.
Well, this
at the
is
end
it.
Of this movie.
Yeah.
So
how long does it take
know.
to transform back or whatever is going on?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how they were going to go about that with the kind of birthing scene at the end of the movie. It was like more crazy, but less logical than what I was imagining. I thought there'd be a baby Art. I was like, and it's like a clone or something. It's accelerated growth. So, in a year, we'll have another Art somehow through magic. But this
or
is
a month.
Like, what?
We don't know. Maybe.
Or through undead stuff, you just have to stitch him back together. Like he'll just have a neck scar. That's fine.
True. Yeah, true.
So.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, you got your rave, you got your Molly incident. This is when the mom gets shotgunned badly. And who comes to the house? Jonathan comes to the house.
Jonathan comes back after his little tantrum of running away.
Yeah, running to
find Sienna.
I forget. I thought he was trying to piece together something, but he sees the van and everything and gets scared and runs back and whatever. I think he was forbade from doing Halloween stuff because of the possum incident, right? So there was that, and the tearing up of the sketchbook. Yeah, after the sketchbook is torn up, runs off to figure.
Oh, it's because
through those feelings.
It's because the mom slaps him, so he runs away or whatever after calling her a bitch.
Right, and her assumption is that the smashed pumpkin and shaving cream and toilet paper of the car
was him.
I thought that was almost a joke on how the series presents horrific stuff. Like the mom's reaction to the garage was like as extreme as some people seeing their own daughter is dead or mauled horribly. So you're just like, oh shit, what is she seeing? And so it's like, oh, it's just a prank.
Yeah. Yeah. Easily washable with the like garden hose. It's the garage, just hose it down. What the fuck?
Yeah, this isn't really that big a deal, but
it's not.
Like it's not covered in shit or something. Like that's what you would be more upset by. Like the pizza guy in the first movie, he was right to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't get paid enough for this, This is just like But I guess she assumes Jonathan did that because bitch is written in the window. That's what he called her. Her family knows she hates pranks. So, this is pushing her buttons. And then she gets I think like we kind of said that like the pistol was the signature weapon in the first movie. I was kind of hoping the firearms thing would continue as like just being really imbalanced, but that seems to be like a human art thing. I guess
I
that he
guess
used
so.
a gun is
Yeah.
still something, but he fashions a new signature weapon, like his crazy club at the beginning. That's when
Yeah.
the
It's
TV scene is happening, and he's making this awful like steak knife, nails and like screws,
there's like a
like
fork there
piano
too.
leg or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just this sharp object thing, this tetanus nightmare.
It's a
Uh,
like one of those like ornate legs for a table or something with like the
yeah,
filigree type of like swoop to it or whatever. Like yeah.
yeah, and it's prominent on the poster and everything. So, and that's what Brooke is killed with, kind of, right? Like that's the main use of it that happens in the movie.
Yeah, doesn't he like
Uh,
smash her chest in and then eat her heart or something?
Yeah, he does. And again, I was like, is this a power thing for undead monster clowns? Or is this just because he was kind of eating Allie's leg or something, wasn't he? Like stripping pieces off?
Yes, he was. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess that sequence was done during COVID, so they had more time to kind of storyboard it up and elaborate upon it. So that's why it's more graphic than anything else that happens.
Yeah,
Uh, the animatronic looked kind of animatronic-y,
it did.
like,
I like it
which,
myself.
yeah.
I like that sort of thing. That's fun for me. I think the
Oh,
mom is.
actually,
Go on.
no, I think the thing I liked the most about Allie's horrible death
Yeah, yeah.
was the eye cut at the beginning, because that's like that old French movie, like Louis Buñuel or whatever, like
Oh, Un
the
Chien on the Louvre.
laser blade.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like it was like, what if that just happened and it slid open her whole face? And you're just like, oh,
yeah,
that's horrible. And I like there was kind of there seemed to be a lot of destroying eyes going on with art anyway, like gout, like
yeah.
pushing his thumbs in and like sockety business going on, uh, for some reason. So
That shit's gnarly, so
that
I get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
or the eyeball at the beginning thing with the coroner guy. So
Well, he needed
yeah,
a replacement.
yeah. So if you have like eyeball triggers, Terrifier will still bother you probably. There's a
Yeah,
lot of that.
probably. That's not a trigger for me,
Yeah.
really, so I'm okay for now.
Yeah, no. Sorry, what moment had we worked our way up to that I
Well, I was
stepped
just gonna
backwards?
say, I thought the mom, the way her acting was so real and like just this, not disdain, but like exhaustion with her kids, but also like she's their mom, right? So like the phone call with Sienna at the party where she's like, "You're drinking, aren't you?" and just being kind of a bitch about it or whatever. And then she's like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm not. Like, I love you and I don't say it enough and blah, blah, blah." And then she's still like exhausted. She's like, "Just go have fun." Or like, it's such like a good mom performance there. And it's kind of actually a really nice moment to be broken by the the shotgun blast to the face.
But at least she got to like have a
Some
peaceful
closure.
moment with the mom before she was killed. Like in the horrible situation they're in with murder clowns. That's at least something, right? There's not some unresolved issue between them now.
Right.
Okay, so the call comes at the rave. She also sees the little pale girl there and has like a huge panic attack.
Yeah.
And they kind of rationalize it with like, I didn't know you were on antidepressants or whatever. Like you need like
and drugged
it
with Molly
interacted
and
probably.
drinking. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
So they just assume that that's what happened. I like the score in this movie. I will say this was a moment that highlighted some of the kind of like electronic business that like when she's just dancing and having a good moment at the party, which hopefully gives her the energy for the trials to come at the carnival. I like the carnival setting too, like actually having a fun house be the site where murders happen has like a fun, like oh, this is like fake scares, but then also like stuff's gonna jump out at you in a normal horror movie way. But then you're just like, oh, that's just a big goofy looking like Callaway Park thing. That's nothing to worry about.
The Callaway Park haunted mansion thing is the thing I thought of. Well, because that's like our big point of reference as kids that we went to.
That's the one I got to go through as a kid the most, I suppose, locally.
Yeah.
I would not call that ride the Terrifier.
Nope. Absolutely not.
The mildly creepy or something.
like not even really.
Well, I put mildly, but yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It is a great set piece to have a killer clown in a haunted house in an amusement park. That's just good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it should have been obvious because the clown, like, I guess just the first movie didn't feel the same way. Like, it was like, no, this is a dank, grimy warehouse. This has this horrible bathroom, and there's threats of rats and everything. Like, it was just a more desiccated space.
Yeah.
This was just like, oh, this is funhouse horror now. Like, this is like It Chapter 2 goofing around. Like, this is sort of scary, but not gonna really rustle. Is rustle your jimmies still a thing you can say?
No, it isn't.
What's a better phrase for that?
You can say it, but people don't understand
really old.
it anymore. Yeah, it's really old. We should be talking about Keyboard Cat and Grumpy Cat while we're talking about that.
I think in the post Harambe like situation, like a hilarious gorilla and candy doesn't work for kids. Like they're upset about Harambe, so they didn't take that one forward.
I just kind of think the kids are upset about everything these days, so I don't know that it matters.
What would the Rizzler say if he was talking about like getting rattled by something? You know, I was shook. What do they? What you know? What's the thing?
I believe the term is that's Skibbity Ohio.
Okay. I'll trust you. You're interpreting.
I do know that they use Ohio as like something that's lame as a term. It's like, this shit's Ohio or something like that.
That translates. That makes some sense. Ohio sounds pretty lame.
And I don't know what skibbity is, but it's like my like faux boomer way of like trying to sound like a boomer or whatever, because you can just use that word at any point.
It's like then people know, oh, you're like 40.
Yes, like, exactly. Yeah.
Tell
me you're 40 without telling me you're 40. You skibbity.
Like, yeah, I'm upset that they're just using Half-Life assets for their machinima show. Like that's what's bothering me. So yes, I was alive in 2004.
Yeah,
and playing Half-Life 2.
You were alive in 2004, man. You're ancient.
Yeah,
that was 20 years ago.
I can tell you about 9/11, like from firsthand stuff.
Gather around, kids, and I'll tell you a tale of two towers.
Let me tell you the tale of Herman Cain. Colin Powell and the Anthrax. You know.
Yeah, really.
But okay.
Yeah, really.
So we get to the funhouse business. Sienna initially goes in alone. This carnival just had me go like, dude, I gotta play Silent Hill 3 again. Like, what a good game.
It is a good game. Yeah, you should play it again.
And also, this city just has this big old carnival just kind of sitting there, and nobody's using it. Like this funhouse looks ready to go like this Halloween. You know,
it's because that kid was killed there, right? Like, so they kind of.
Oh yeah. So everybody's kind of like, bad vibes here.
Bad mojo.
Like the owner's trying to sell the land, but nobody's feeling. I feel like again, this is like a horror movie logic thing. Some developer would be like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna buy this land.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah. Can we set up a crypto mine here or something? Like whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta hash something.
An Amazon server farm or something, yeah.
Yeah, they need it. There was a big outage this morning. Ugh.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, screwed up my music streaming plans. But that was okay. Because I have MP3s I can listen to. Because I'm 40. Like, I'm not. I'm 38. But it's the same. Just round up.
It is the same.
Yeah. Ancient. Yeah, so Sienna goes into the carnival. Brooke and just the tip start making out a little bit because they're bored. They start coking it up a little bit too.
Yep.
And dude has to go take a piss, you know. He's got to go pee.
Happens
he
all the
does a
time.
little scare, you know. He jumps at the window and you're like, "Oh, you idiot. Just promise me you won't do that again." And it's like, "All right." Goes to pee, gets stabbed right in the Johnson. Then it gets kind of ripped out and everything. I think gets held against the window. All of this though still, like, I think about Sin City has a castration happen. Like Marv just rips, but I feel they show it to you in shadow play. I was like, that's pretty great. That's pretty screwed up. Planet Terror has some scrotum snipping action going on. Navian Andrews has a big jar.
The one I go to is I spit on your grave, usually. That one's pretty brutal because that's very grounded.
I've yet to watch that. I now feel more mentally prepared than ever to watch that. Like, I feel like
I can watch Terrifier. I can watch anything.
Yeah, I could probably. No, it's not even that. It was like Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS. I was like, okay, I've seen Gene Siskel, his most morally repugnant movie he's ever seen, 0 stars. I guess I can probably watch Ebert's now, and just be like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You know,
that's funny.
Yeah, you get the dick rip business. I think Brooke, does she get messed up a little bit here before she runs into the carnival, or does she just get to flee fairly successfully?
Doesn't he like try to?
He punches
her
through
leg
the
or
window.
Something?
Oh yeah, she sustains some kind of leg injury in this bit. That's why she's hobbling. Afterwards, yeah. And then, have you seen Batman Forever?
I have, yeah.
So Tommy Lee Jones gets acid flung in his face, but he has the benefit of having a file folder hit, like the acid splashes off of it. So only half of his face is mutilated.
Right. He's my favorite DC character, Half-Face. So I do remember him.
Half-Face.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic. I was just reading some Half-Face stuff in Long Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, our character Brooke, though, gets to no face a little bit, kind of like Spirited Away. So apparently this is a real bad acid. Like, there's some IMDb note of just like, no, that acid is really bad. Like,
yeah, what is it's fluoro something? Yeah, it's apparently acid that like they use to like dissolve glass and shit, like really strong materials.
Yeah, I think the note says like that probably just would be fatal, and it's like I'm sure it was going to be anyway, but then she gets smashed with a club like 12 times. And her rib cage is totally crushed and everything.
Yeah.
Again, gruesome, but so quick compared to like, especially her. Like in contrast, even to Allie, it was like hit 2 or something. She's not screaming anymore because she's dead. You know. So I was like, well, this is piling on a little bit. Art is still mutilating, but that's because he needs the like he probably saw when he was still alive, Last of the Mohicans.
Probably.
He was like, oh yeah, you eat the heart to get the power. So
I mean, they have that little TV in his little workshop, so maybe that's what they watched after the interview. No, he kicks it.
Yeah, he's watching
maybe before the interview.
Michael Mann movies. Before that, yeah, years past. He's watching.
That's what
Michael
drove
Mann
him to do all of this. Obviously,
yeah, it's obviously reflective on like violence in media, kind of carrying forward. It's like an Oliver Stone thing. It's like natural born killers.
That's right. Yeah.
So, she's smashed up. The bathroom set this happens in is kind of like
covered in shit.
Oh, there's sort of like, yeah, but like, is it real or fake? Is it part of the funhouse or not? You know, like there's stuff in there that's like Conqueror's Bad Fur Day type ridiculous business.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I think Art has modified it a little bit since, you know. I'm pretty sure his name's scrawled somewhere, right?
I think it is, yeah. He really likes writing his name with shit. He loves it.
And blood, I think, in this one too.
And blood.
Right? Like,
At the very beginning, I thought, right? Doesn't he use
Yeah.
the morgue guy, the coroner's blood, to write art on the mirror?
Yeah, which is like, oh, like the body disappeared. I guess he's out there or something like that.
Yeah.
No real police presence in any of this.
At all.
You know? Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you. So, have you gone shooting before? Ever? Shot a gun?
Oh yeah, when I
Okay.
was much younger, but
It's
yeah.
loud. If you shot a fucking sawed-off double-barreled shotgun in a garage in a residential place, somebody is calling the fucking cops. That's happening.
So what you're saying is you need an establishing shot that like the neighbors have really strong hearing aids or something. Like it's just like
You would need strong hearing aids.
yeah.
If your window was cracked a
No,
little
I'm
bit, it
saying,
would
like-
sound like it's in your room.
Like they took it out to go to sleep. Like
Oh.
you established that there's like there's like no like the neighbors don't have good hearing, so
Right.
they couldn't know this, yeah.
I mean, I
Or it's
guess
like-
so.
Or a scene of him soundproofing the garage. Like
Just
just
soundproofing the garage would be so much better.
yeah, just stapling egg cartons to the walls but then as soon as she'd walk in, she'd be like, "What? Is Jonathan making a podcasting studio? Anyway, whatever. I need to clean the car." Like
Yeah, exactly.
no, it kind of takes place in horror logic world, where
Yeah.
I kind of like it though, because I feel like now if you introduce the cops, it's just your movie's about something else. Like it's not gonna.
Well, or they're there
Yeah.
to die, right? Like they're just there to add to the kill count, basically.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of get a lot less looky-loos peeking in. Like the first movie,
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it because it just felt like this assembly of little characters is going to come in just to die. Or it's just like,
Yeah.
there's already a lady here, so she can die.
Oh.
You get two
You know who-
pesticide dudes.
You know who
Yeah.
the crazy homeless lady is, right?
No?
It's the little girl's mom. That's who. So she went crazy after losing
Oh.
her to the murder.
That's pretty good. Okay.
yeah.
There you go. That's
Emily
some
Crane
storytelling
was
right
the
there.
kid name, and that homeless lady, she's looking for her kid Emily or whatever.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Like you get a little screenplay bonus for that one. That's pretty good. I didn't think about that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. This carnival stuff past a point though, I was like, again, I was in this like, I don't know what's real or not anymore. Like, is there
Yeah.
a big red like door with lights around it in the floor in this carnival? Because that would be unnerving, you know? Maybe it's a setup for some sort of scare where it's like the last scare of the funhouse and you're like, what is that? And then like a hand comes out or you know,
Yeah.
something. The
That's
Prince
true.
of Darkness comes out of there. Like something happens.
I never
But
considered that, but it could be. Yeah.
but it seems surreal. Like it seems like unreal when that is the final place. And okay, this is a term I don't like, but I
Okay.
have to use it. I kind of felt like our core siblings here had some plot armor.
They did.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Because
Especially Sienna.
like, Sienna gets like thrown around in this bathroom a little bit and like through a stall door and then cracks her head on the mirror and like blood's running down her face and stuff. But like Art runs off to get Jonathan or something, or like he gets like distracted here and takes care of something else. And you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, weird. Like especially with how quick, like if they had established that Art really likes to drag this out and like really make a meal of these horrible things he's doing, right? Maybe it would make sense that he's like saving this one for some horrible macabre thing he's gonna do. But
Yeah.
he killed like everybody way quickly in this movie, right? Like the mom
Yeah.
just gets like 1 second to kill, but dead. Allie's horrible thing is like maybe 2 minutes of screen time, but like
Yeah.
grievous wounds are happening like immediately, right? Like,
yeah.
Just terrible stuff. Brooke gets like smashed up really fast. Sienna just gets bloodied a little bit. Like she's really not in a bad shape after this attack. And it's just like, okay, I like that we have a main character now that like the story's invested in, but it just felt a little like too simple. Like even the wound, like the stab that happens. Like we've seen art stab like a bunch already. And this is just like one gut stab and she falls into the void.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like I almost would like if there's some extra thing going on, like he has the little pale girl as like his spiritual like patron or whatever. Maybe Sienna already has something. But like this is where I'd wonder if like maybe the dad isn't art and like there's some guardian angel something happening because she has the angel wings.
Yeah.
And like there's like if she has some sort of like at least explained plot armor, she has some sort of spiritual cloak or something that's keeping her safe. It would make more sense to me than just art just really didn't put much effort into this one for no reason, you know.
The prevalent theory I've seen some people roll with is that art purposefully threw her in there so that she could ascend and kill him because
like he's trying to end his
when she's chopping off his head with the sword, he's like
he does offer
he
his neck.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, like there is that like which kind of echoes the way he theatrically shot himself in the first movie. Like there's some sort of amusement in like dying and returning, you know, like maybe it's how it works, you know, because again it's because it's unstated because you have mute characters. Like it has a thing like it like Stephen King's It. It's hard to just say that. Pennywise has a thing where he has like a 27-year cycle. Yeah. Maybe art is on some annual, like he has to die at the end of each comeback or something like that. Like it's some sort of
Is it like if you strike me down, I'll come back stronger than ever before sort of thing?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Like I already called Sienna a Jedi. This is like role reversal or something where it's like, oh, like this is some Obi-Wan business art just did, where he can't say, if you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. But you, like, they could have layered some Alec Guinness audio over this scene, and it would totally make sense, right? Like, like, and I
kind of want to do
that
edit.
I did enjoy his like switch from like getting like hacked at and kind of going from like, oh no, to like smiling and offering his jugular. It's just like, it's so weird. Like I like it when art gets weird.
He gets like weird often as well.
Yeah. So I guess like the first two movies had me scared of this movie because it's like, oh no, now they have 2 hours and 19 minutes in which to torture me. That they didn't do that has me going like, oh, maybe 3 will just be a fun movie. Like a gruesome.
How could it not be? Have
time.
You seen the pictures of him in a Santa suit? It looks pretty fun.
Yes. I saw the trailer too, like when I was movie going last year or whatever. So I was like, oh right, this has gotten like big now. Like this is coming out. Like you can see it. So yeah, you know, and Sienna falls into the pit and then is in the dreamscape again, like the clown cafe. Yeah. In kind of like a Houdini drowning box.
Like a water trap thing, yeah.
And seems to die, but then the wound closes with magic sword power. Yeah. I think the sword starts glowing up top as well and kind of brings her back.
Also, that's the only wound, the one that like the sword stab that heals. She doesn't fully like regenerate her other ones.
You're right. Like the other thing that happens is her kind of diving in to save Jonathan in the church. Yeah. And then you get like my thought during this was like, this would be pretty gnarly if I hadn't seen Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, he flays her. Yeah. I mean, there's no other way to put it. That's what with like a homemade like flail thing. Yeah. Like it was like, Jim Caviezel got it worse, you know? Like
he did. Like, Mel Gibson really got off on showing us this like 20 years ago. So, you know.
That was a weird scene, how much they focused on that. It was like in retrospect, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stations of the Cross or something. There was like
Yeah.
an extra layer of Catholic lore I didn't really have for my viewing of that as like a Christian at the time. It was just
Yeah.
like, what? Like, what is this? It's just like, oh yeah, the Catholics love this part. Like, this is their stuff right here. Like,
Yeah.
this is why like your subsequent saints and martyrs and things are like whipping themselves or like starving themselves on top of a pillar or whatever. It's because,
Yeah.
well, Christ suffered so much.
Yeah.
So it's the least I can do.
It's the
to
idea
hold my
that
arm up in the air and have it wither or
the
whatever.
it's the idea that you can like get closer to God through like that.
Through
It's
his
gross.
suffering or something
It's
like
gross.
that.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. So much more gross and fucked up than anything Art is doing here. He's just just whipping people. Yeah.
Kind of.
And you get a little bit of like artful business with like the feathers and like
Yeah.
you know like the kind of the theatrics of it. So there's that. Like yeah, she gets kind of scar clawed up marks on her face and stuff. And arms and things, defensive wounds, I suppose.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was still like, you know, like is Jonathan gonna make it through this? And then it's like, yeah, no, like he's fine. Yeah, so I guess we'll see what goes on with that later.
Do you think Jonathan has some connection? Is that why he's so like drawn to serial killers and stuff? Because like, why would he go after Jonathan when he could kill potentially the like only person that can actually kill him according to the lore we've heard?
Yeah, maybe it might just be as simple as like it's the bait for her at this point, but he does deliberately not, like he drugs Jonathan, right? I was even bracing for gnarly needle business because the first movie has like a injection that's just like, oh god, that's horrible. What a thick gauge needle. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
This doesn't actually have that happen either. Like it felt like it was pulling its punches a little bit. Like I was prepared to get skeeved out more than I was. So It was weird. It was just not what I was expecting. I was expecting to be a little be a little Ohio after, you know, be a little skibbed out.
A little
but
skibbed.
I but I didn't have that feeling. So I guess good
here. Yeah.
No, I didn't get skibbidied at all. Really.
So gross.
So
yeah.
Sorry. You know, it's our job to make light of the parlance of the time, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, she comes back, she gets her sword, which he helpfully dropped right there.
Yeah.
And gets to vengeance it up a little bit. Does the little girl get some carnival scenes? Like she's there glowing and being weird a couple times. You know, she takes the head. So yes, Art offers his neck and gets decapitated.
Yeah.
And they let the head go away, which seems like a mistake, but why would you assume that would be a problem? You know, like us as remote viewers are like, you should probably like burn everything about this.
Yeah.
But they don't know that. And I don't even know if that would work. Like, you know, they haven't stated the rules, so
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so when she picks up the head, she gets the glowy eyes back or again or whatever. And like, so this is why I think there's like an actual entity that's kind of jumping between bodies here, which might be what connected their family or something to these weirdos somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. No idea.
Maybe.
And that's kind of it. That's where it ends.
Well,
nothing else happens.
This is where like music and credits start going and stuff pretty shortly thereafter. I think they walk out of there or whatever. Like
then you think to yourself, wait, wasn't Chris Jericho supposed to be in this?
Exactly. That was exactly the bait they put in there for us, I guess. Was just like, wait, was Chris Jericho in the movie?
Was he like a cop or
who
something?
Would he have been?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him at the school or something.
Right.
And then it's just like, oh no, there's a whole other bit. It's like, okay. because he's right there. Oh, that's Chris Jericho. Like there it is.
Right away. Yep.
And it's at the asylum where Vicky is being held.
After her attack on the reporter that we see at the beginning of Terrifier 1.
And was much discussed. Like, Brooke was greatly amused that this weird thing happened to this, like, mean TV host or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, her fate is kind of unknown if she's dead, right? Like, the movie kind of doesn't commit to that. She's in critical condition, right? Like, the host of the show? I don't think she was killed.
You're right. No, I don't know. I don't remember, actually. I don't think she was. At least,
I'm not sure, if we get to have that character return in some other situation in the third movie. That's something I'm hopeful for, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I have a feeling if I accidentally looked at the like credits list on IMDb for Terrifier 3, that might spoil that. So
I don't want to know. Yeah. I don't want to know too much because that has ruined things before. Where you're just like, wait, where's Idris Elba in season 4? It's like, well, I got some bad news for you. So yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. The zombie pie, like Chris Jericho's pretty proud of this gross pie his wife made for them or whatever for Halloween at the asylum.
Yep.
Him and this new lady are talking about like the crazy patients they have. And Vicky, meanwhile, is painting it up with her own blood. She's
with
got
her
some sort
blood.
of
and discharge.
vaginal blood.
It. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, this is like the worst period ever or something. Something's going on.
It's a natural and beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, what she's doing isn't, but yeah,
it's awful.
What is she writing though? It seems like that's probably important. But
I don't know if you're being like vague because it does show it at the end.
No, I just don't remember. Like,
it says Vicky plus art, like what you would do as like a kid or whatever, right? With a crush or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I guess kind of alludes to the thing I was talking about last movie, where I was like, that felt unnatural what Vicky did in the interview. Like that seemed really weird. So like maybe your like possession thing, maybe this is another viable vessel for Glow Eyes business,
Did she
but it's hard to know
eyes after the first one?
Well, she only has one gnarled eye.
That's true.
No, you don't see Glow Eyes in the first movie at all. I don't think, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know that, but that or she's somehow some acolyte or something for them now because she's too messed up and destroyed by what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is birthing something, and our new lady makes the decision to be like, oh no, something weird is going on. I'm gonna open the door and run in there, which I was like, I guess, I don't know. That was actually something way earlier in the movie. There was at least like 3 things where I'm just like, oh, I'm leaving and calling someone like as soon as I see my patio door is fully broken. Like I'm not like curious anymore. I'm upset. You know? Like Allie and her mom both kind of have like slow fear responses to some business happening, but you know,
I do.
That's how these go sometimes. But okay, so birthing is happening again. I was assuming you'd get some creepy little like baby with art features, and it's like no, it's just the head. The head is somehow transported to here.
I think the thing I hate is that when she's like discovered by the guard or whatever, the attendee, she's licking the head like a cat licks her young after giving birth, and I hate that so fucking much. I hate that scene so much.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
I was more just befuddled, I guess, by like, what? Like, does this help anything? Like, is he alive anymore? What does this mean? Does he do something though? Like the head winks or something?
He smiles or winks or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
The important part is that Vicky's one eye glows. That's like the final
it does.
thing. It does in this.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that she's a viable vessel for stuff, and maybe that's how that lady was attacked. I guess I don't know if we're gonna see some sort of like widespread Glow Eyes killers mayhem in the third movie, or if art is still the center of the business.
I I think it's probably art.
Do you think he can cleverly substitute a Santa sack for his unnerving garbage bag?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And okay. Theories for the third one, not like actual like story stuff,
but just
fun
like
stuff they could do.
Wondering, yeah.
The sack, is it full of weapons or body parts?
Well, we see a glimpse of it here, and it has like a bunch of gravel in it, and like saws and chains and things. You know,
So
just
gnarly
business. Yeah. Or that's actually a fun component of the Halloween store scene. Is he's doing this like, oh, sorry, I gotta get some money, and like starts just unloading nonsense on the counter.
And like the old lady
like,
just like change like one thing at a time. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and
That's
like
good
some
stuff.
crumpled bills and things. Just like, all right,
Yeah.
thanks. You know.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's good.
But okay, I don't know. Like, you want like, is there a candy cane stab? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of Christmas business?
Yeah.
Fireplace mayhem, like stockings related.
Do you think he picks up a Yule log that's on fire and beats somebody with it? Can he do that?
Or like, how do you kill someone with a Christmas tree? You know? Oh, like it's one of those like like artificial trees with like two sections.
Oh,
so
yeah.
someone gets like stabbed with the top part of a
right
tree
through the head or
onto a
something.
tree.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking the chest, because then you just have a person impaled by a tree.
Oh, okay.
For visual purposes.
I think
But
what they do
can
is
say?
that a head will be like the angel on top of a tree.
Oh, sure. There you go. Maybe these are too easy though, you know, like Damien would sit a little longer with some of these.
Yeah. Turn somebody's intestines into tinsel and decorate a tree with it.
Oh, in the dream, you get kind of like there's the scene where candy is being handed out to the kids, and then Sienna gets a unnerving newspaper package with some organ monstrosity in it, right?
Yeah.
So like, would you imagine some sort of unwrapping a present scene and there's just awful stuff in there?
Like a beating heart or something. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there'll be more dream world stuff, or if that served its purpose and created magic swords. So you don't really need that again.
Did you ever see Thanksgiving? That horror movie that came out like 2019 or 2020 or something?
No, like it's sort of part of the Grindhouse-averse or whatever.
Kinda.
Like it's one of the trailers brought to full rendering or whatever. But no, I didn't check it out. Does it do?
It was okay, but the thing I'm thinking is, do you think somebody gets baked like a turkey for Christmas?
I feel that is a little more Thanksgiving-y for Americans. You know, like we have Christmas turkeys. I don't know what like the Christmas food, gingerbread, some sort of gingerbread joke. You know.
Okay.
Actually, I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Maybe in the Thanksgiving trailer. I feel like somebody's like baking pieces of people, or has made skin cookies or something awful. I think Black Christmas did this, actually, the shitty new one from like 2006.
Oh, because I was going to say Black Christmas is like the original slasher too.
Yeah. I think somebody makes gross skin cookies in something I've seen.
Gross.
And I would assume it's that.
That's gross. Hate that.
So hopefully Art doesn't do that, you know?
He's probably going to, and then like eat it with milk or something, or shit, because he loves shit.
He does like eating people now, so
yeah.
They do a little bit of cooking grossness in here with like the potatoes and everything. So if they got a good audience reaction scorecard from that, it's like, okay, yeah, put more food.
God, I hated
nausea.
That.
Yeah,
awful.
The food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe, so
it's a little.
They're gonna pursue that. I would if I was doing these. It's like, oh, you got to do more gross food stuff.
Yeah, they probably will.
Yeah. Oh, the big like, oh, this is why this is a thing. In the store, he starts sampling sunglasses,
Yeah.
And the big flower ones, I've seen that on shirts and things and plushies and whatever. Like there's art wearing those goofy glasses is like its own little moment.
Yep, seen that.
Yeah. So that, you know, Terrifier 2. That's how it goes, I suppose. You get ahead, and then I swear there was some bike horn honking happening
At the
over
end?
the
Yeah.
end stuff. So I was like, oh right, they haven't forgotten about the bike horn. Maybe that'll become an accessory that gets some use going
Maybe it'll
forward.
catch on. Yeah.
Maybe it'll catch on.
What do you think of Sienna? She's coming back, right? For the next one? I haven't seen the trailer for Terrifier 3 at all. I don't know anything about it.
I didn't. I saw it with no context of any of the movies when I saw it, so I don't know if they just straight up say what she's going to be doing.
Okay.
Credit style, I noticed that she's in this, and the movie sets her up as like she's an important part of this situation, or whatever. Like, I think my brain was kind of like, oh, she's like Heather Langenkamp or whatever. Like she's Freddy's rival for now or whatever.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So she'll be in all of them going forward, really.
Maybe. Like at some point it creates that issue I had with the very idea that there's any more Squid Game anything. Of just like, well, our main guy like can't lose, so what are we doing? You know?
Yeah.
Like maybe he does in the second season. But that first season, you're just like, in a surviving movie, you can't have a main character. You've ruined the story. You know.
This is
so if
the
Sienna's
screen
just
problem with Sydney Nev Campbell.
Yeah. Like at some point, you're just like, well, I know one person's fine. Like this.
Roll your eyes. Yeah.
You screwed up, you guys.
I really like Sienna. I think she's awesome. I'm a fan.
Yeah. No, they invested in like good performance as well, like confident and interesting. Like I feel it really balances those scales we were talking about with the like, oh, like women seem really targeted in this first movie. This is like, well, now there's like a equal or maybe even a more powerful woman in the story than there is a villain.
Yeah.
I think part of like the little things I was talking about though with like plot armor and like it not feeling as dangerous, I guess, as like the first movie is just like, I don't know if they've overcorrected a little bit. I almost hope 3 has something a little more upsetting. Like I almost want to
That's a weird thing to say, but yes.
I want to get hurt a little bit, you know? I want to get Ohio'd real bad or Jimmy
I actually
Russell.
do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I need 3 to kind of punch me once at least.
You need that moment that sticks in your head in the back. This is with any horror. You need that moment that kind of sticks with you after a little bit.
Yeah, even the short had the kind of like so mutilated person at the end, you know, like all their limbs are gone and everything. You're just like, oh gosh. Yeah. I don't know that happened in this movie for me. Like I think maybe some of the zany business that was going on with like the fingers ripping apart and the whole forearm, like that's just so crazy. Yeah. But I wasn't like, you know, like there will be things that happen in horror movies that make me like clutch my pearls or like, oh, like, you know, like if some wrist slashing happens, I like hold my hands different and get scared for a second or feel threatened or something, right? Or like
the slow needle in the eye in Dead Space. Like there's like visceral moments that you're like, ugh.
Like real flinchy stuff. I don't remember if that happened. Probably the food stuff was the closest. The potatoes
gross.
In the head was the most like,
yeah.
But it was a different sort of feeling. It wasn't like I feel harmed somehow. It was more just like
it's disgust,
nausea.
Yeah, that's
related. Right. So yeah. Anyway, 3. There's another one.
Yeah.
The trilogy. It's not a trilogy. It's ongoing.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see the Christmas business. So yeah, do you speculate that it takes Art a year and a month to get a body again, and it's next year, or this is like 2 months later and it's like,
I think it's
Art's
2 months later.
recovery cycle is a little getting better or something.
Excuse me. I think it's
Little pale girl is pretty good at sewing or something.
Yeah.
Figures it out.
I think it's 2 years later. Because Art resurrected that same night after the first one in the morgue.
You're right, yeah. Like shot through the head and is fine like an hour later. Well, fine. Like had to do some laundry, you know.
I really like that gig.
Sorry. Yeah, we talked about some of the laundry scene. The other thing is you have a witness see Art interacting with the pale girl, and there's nothing there. Like it
the
just
janitor.
looks, it looks absurd to him, right? Like
probably the owner. Sorry, yeah.
I just assumed it was some guy waiting on his laundry that got sleepy, but I don't know. Right?
It could be. Yeah.
But he gets a broomstick through the head, so he does not get to testify to anyone about this situation. But we get the little moment, and then we get the verification that like Sienna sees this creepy girl at the party, nobody else sees that. You know, Jonathan sees things at school that nobody saw and whatever. So there's kind of like something going on with this family.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would assume what you're saying people assume with the Art is the dad or something. That I feel like even through his horrific appearance, the kids would recognize something amiss in the face or something, right? Unless he's morphed.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I don't know. Do you think maybe the dad was like a psychic and Art killed him? And they pass it off as like a car crash?
Well, bringing it back to Cool World now.
Yeah.
Like, Gabriel Byrne in his dreams is able to see the doodle world or whatever, like the cartooniverse.
Yeah.
And brings those things to our world through his comics. So I don't know if there is the Clown Cafe dream world that exists. Maybe in a similar way, the dad would have dreams like Sienna had.
Yeah.
Where he saw things, you know, and
it drove him crazy.
Well, maybe it started driving him really crazy when they started happening, you know, like it would be that kind of Mulhollandish sort of moment again, where it's just like, I just thought I was creative, you know, like I thought I had a cool dream and I remembered it and drew it, but then I saw the newspaper or something and it's like, oh no. So yeah, but they do allude to a tumor, like something physical happened, right? Like a cancer or something. So, but maybe that's just a device to help the family write it off.
He had an evil tumor.
Evil tumor. Yeah. Like it had an eyeball on it or something. It's like the dark half or malignant or something like that, where there's like a twin in his mind.
Man, I love that movie.
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
Hey, there's all sorts of possibilities they could go with, right? So I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, some sort of candy cane gingerbread business, I think, was what we can expect. Christmas lights, you know, someone gets strung up weird as like a yard display. You know, a nativity scene riff would make me happy. You know, like, oh, it's a baby Jesus. It's like, no, it's a head. It's a dead person in there. And they're like, oh.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. It's Art's head.
But they have like a beard and stuff, like classic Jesus. Seriously. Oh, that's screwed up. That's weird. It's like later Jesus. Yeah. I want some sacrilegious stuff to happen.
They make Jesus a black woman with a giant beard. Yeah, just piss everybody off.
Yeah, I want some good needling of some of that stuff. But that's because I'm a bitter ex-Christian. So
totally. I get it.
Yeah, I need to see that kind of stuff, you know. They did have a scene in a church of sorts. I don't know why there was a church at the carnival. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, wasn't it like an undead, like clergy sort of thing? The like nuns and stuff are undead or something? Yeah,
maybe there's skeletons in the pews or something. Like it was some sort of
churches and like religion is creepy, to be honest with you. There's a creep to it.
Yeah. So horror adjacent, I suppose. Baptisms, you know.
Do you remember how much I told you the budget was for this movie? Just off the top of your head.
The first movie, it was lower than I thought.
The first movie was up to 55,000.
Well, what is this, like triple that? Or
250.
250,000. Okay, $250,000, and then it made like 11 million.
3. What their budget was?
Are they finally like $1 million or something? Or
is that what you're going with?
I'll go with $1 million. I'll quadruple the budget.
$2 million.
$2 million. Whoa, we're gonna get 8 times.
Terrifier 2 was a big hit for them. So
yeah. 8 times the mayhem in this one, or set design. I don't know.
Do you want to guess how much it made?
It was like 40 or 30,
90.
90 million. Wow, that's just a blockbuster hit right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's 45 crazy. Times return. That's why you've started seeing, like, from the producers of, or from the studio. Like, when I saw Toxic Avenger, they were kind of like, oh, we had something to do with Terrifier. I was like, oh, okay. And Screamboat, you know, they want you to know.
It's a big thing, dude.
I was so thrown by some news I saw where it's like Screamboat 2 announced. And I was like, Screamboat 1 came out? Like, that's what was my situation.
That's awesome.
I was like, oh, I didn't know that happened. It was like, oh, yeah, it came out in like April. I was like, oh,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Did you check that out?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Soon.
If we hit a dry patch, you know, once we've seen Terrifier 3, I mean, I feel that's a natural move because it's got the same guy in it. I love that David Thornton Howard is getting his like murder money like right now.
No, like, it's really good. I really like that. Like, when I like this moment because we don't see this often, when a like little indie horror idea turns into like this big thing. Because like Nightmare on Elm Street, sure, it's Wes Craven, but it was kind of like a small thing. Like, he had some like creepy dreams or whatever, put it onto film. It made a bunch of sequels and those people famous or whatever. And like, this is kind of doing the same thing. People that starred in Terrifier were not doing it to be famous. They wanted to make a fun little gory movie. And now like some of them are becoming like scream queens, right?
Yeah, no, like, I guess that I was going to kind of question the logic a little bit with Craven, but he kind of had underground hit stuff. Like, I was kind of like, oh, but like The Hills Have Eyes and whatever. And it's like, yeah, but those weren't big movies. Like, those were doing fine in their category. But like, Will Smith isn't rapping about that. You know, he's not telling you about The Last House on the Left or whatever. That's not what he's up to.
That would be great.
You're right. It hit a more mainstream, like, public sphere, like Freddy on a Magazine or whatever, like that kind of thing. So yeah, like the art, merch, and everything, like just seeing kind of like a new character enter the pantheon, is kind of neat.
It's cool.
And then kind of like it kind of reminds me of when like Saw made a lot of money and then just made like Lionsgate and like Twisted Pictures and stuff.
And James Wan in general, like super famous. Yeah,
set him on his way to big blockbusters and whatever. So yeah, you know, it does feel like something sort of organically happened, which is nice. Now it's big, so you know it's sold out. You know, that was the one thing. I mentioned the selfie joke in the first movie. There was talk of a joke on the trivia that I was like, oh, that totally would have been in the first movie, but it's not. It's like after Brooke was killed, Art smoked a cigarette like orgasmically or whatever, right? Like post coitus style.
Yeah, sure.
And they cut that joke. And I was like, oh, the first movie would have just had that joke. Like, they don't care if it's crass.
Is it because they don't want to promote smoking? Maybe like people are more.
Well, but the character still smokes. Like Brooke smokes in the movie.
That's right. You're right. She does. Yeah.
And the only reason she was doing that throughout the movie was to set up this joke, like payoff, like sort of selfie style with the first movie.
Yeah, the callback or the like nose boop or whatever.
Yeah. Like the kind of like a little extra malicious business, like playfully evil stuff from art, and they just kind of didn't do it. I don't know if it just didn't get a laugh and they're just like, it's not worth it, didn't work, or if it was like a decency thing, a decorum thing. You know,
I kind of don't want to believe it's a decorum thing. I want to believe that they just decided to cut it because people like didn't like it or something.
Yeah, I just don't know if Damien Leone has like developed some sort of like
conscience.
That's in poor taste. You know.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, maybe you never know, I guess.
Yeah, so 3 will answer some more questions as to what direction all of this is headed in. I guess at this point, unless 3 like really bothers me for some reason, you know, like it's like when ICP revealed they're Christians and it's all like some agenda I don't agree with or something like that comes to bear in 3. Like yeah. Like it's like, no, the power of Christ saved Jonathan at the end of that one. Like he was actually named that because of David and Jonathan, like the Bible story.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, if it takes some pivot into something I'm really not excited about, I'll probably see 4 in theaters and get that experience. You know, finally see what this crowd is like. You know, who goes to these?
I don't know that I want it. Well, that crowd is just the mainstream crowd now, I guess. That the crowd that goes to Terrifier 1, I don't think I want to be around. That's a bad one.
That was tuned into the underbelly a little too much.
Or okay, no wait. I'm gonna re-tailor this. I think those people would be fine because they're looking for art house weird indie stuff. It's like, okay, I can deal with you people. I think it's the people that go twice. The second that have been already.
Well, I was actually with the first movie. I was saying like a repeat viewing might be fun because you get the crowd reacting to stuff you know will happen. So then you get to see like through their eyes a little bit, like or like kind of anticipate the beats. Like for me, it's like watching The Departed again. I think this was a story a friend of mine told where a friend of his really got hooked on seeing The Departed over and over again because the crowd kept popping when Leo gets it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like there was just like a big reaction every time. So it's like, I love it. I love how you're seeing Martin Scorsese play the crowd like a fiddle or whatever like that.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's that stuff.
There's a way lamer version of this that I got really into semi recently. There is a whole genre of YouTubers that do react stuff.
Yeah.
And it's their first time watching it. And I literally just go like for a movie I want to see that part, like whatever like that part is.
The scene does to other folks,
like
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So like The Departed is one of them that recently I've been watching the reaction.
Okay.
And there's some great ones where people are like, oh my god, what the like, it's great, and you're like, yeah, that's great, this is awesome. I don't have to sit through the whole movie. I can just get that little snippet, which is also what's ruining society. But anyways, I like it. I think it's fun.
Well, we saw the whole film, so now we get to try to get a little more juice out of it or whatever.
Yeah. So I did do this with Terrifier as well to see how people reacted to that part.
The first one or
the
this
first
one?
Too? The first one.
Okay.
And part of me is like, why did I watch this movie 3 times? Like these people are like disgusted in like a proper way, and I'm laughing. It's like I think I'm the problem.
I guess I am still a little like thrown by like who's seeing this and how they're feeling about it, because these have pretty low IMDb scores. Like first one's like 5.6 or something. This one's like 6.1 or 6.0.
This is 6.0 currently. Low. It is.
Yeah, I was like, well, this is like I feel like the target audience would like this. So they must be getting their friends to see it, and they're quietly upset or something.
This one is lower than Terrifier 1, apparently.
Oh, is Terrifier 1? What's Terrifier 1 at?
Hold on. Why are there 2 Terrifiers here? One of them is 5.5.
Is it the short?
Yes, it is. Okay, never mind. Okay. Terrifier 1 is 5.5, so it is lower. The short, however, is 6.3. People love it.
Well, like it. Like, we're not kidding. I feel like past 7, you're like, most people who saw this liked it. Yeah. I don't know what's happening right now. Like, people are seeing this against their will or something and really not appreciating it. Yeah, or stumbling on it in streaming or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Is this streaming on stuff?
Oh, well.
Surely it is, right?
Not easily, no. I don't think it was. Like, well, I mean, I was able to go on Amazon and give them $4 or whatever, but
I mean, I did this. Like, I bought the Steelbook.
Yeah, we're looking at a Steelbook Blu-ray.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, but like I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
this isn't just like on Netflix or something. Is it on Shudder? Maybe it's on Shudder.
I think it might be on Crave, actually. Like, I think it suggested, oh, you could sign up for Crave and check it out. And I was like,
Terrifier's on Shudder.
Oh, okay.
At least the first one. Sense. I don't know about that.
But again, I feel like the person that would subscribe to Shudder would like this, unless it's starting to have a feedback loop where it's like overhyped, meh. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, could be. Yeah. Could be.
I was like, I got told by normies to see this and I didn't appreciate it. Like, that's this isn't got the dark energy I need or something. I don't know.
Dark energy.
Or I don't know who's fully tuning to the wrong frequency with this one. But whatever. IMDb, I guess, doesn't tell the tale completely, but its scores tend to line up with Letterboxd anyway. So
yeah, I guess I found I just don't respect the masses. Like, because IMDb stuff, there's been a lot of stuff that's like 4.3, 5.5, and I'm like, I loved that. That was a great experience. So I don't always line up with that stuff anyway.
Oh, I've definitely been falling more and more out of sync with that. So whatever. It's just something like when I'm going there to read trivia, I happen to notice the score and go like, oh, all right. I thought people liked this more, but that's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But all right. So yeah, we Paul and Nathan, that's our names. We survived this movie kind of unscathed, I'm gonna say. Like, I wasn't really mentally scarred.
I had a pretty good time, actually, I would say. Pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty, musically solid, colorfully lit, like I hope Jonathan goes to some sort of academy and studies acting a little more for 3, just kind of sharpens up his thespian skills a little bit, or
dies horribly. Either one's fine.
Well, I guess, yeah. Do you think they're gonna give him powers? Like, or he starts drawing? They've established that he's interested in his dad's art and stuff like that, right?
I think he's going to be like a psychic or something. Like, he's going to draw stuff. Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. Or he's some sort of interpreter of his dad's drawings or something like this. Like, based on that, they're going to encounter some sort of one-eyed, like, Cyclops creature in the next one.
That would be awesome. I hope so.
All of this is prophetic. Like, that dragon poster, that wasn't just for goofs. Like, that's where the sword came from.
Yep.
It was forged in dragon flame or something.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, all right. That's the podcast. What's our, do we have socials and things we gotta shout out?
Socials. Like, I thought you meant like a sign off. We don't have a sign off.
Yeah, check out Xfo on Xbox.
Xbox.
Get your FBC Breakpoint on.
Yep.
I'm Krasnor with a K on a lot of gaming services. If you want to play some Suicide Squad, one of the great games of recent times. Captain Boomerang, all these favorites. I assume it has co-op or something. I don't know. Like, they made it a multiplayer
I don't know
thing.
if it's cross-platform and play. I assume it would be, but I don't know.
It's reasonably modern game, so yeah. Or like, hey, the Dark Tide, Warhammer. I'm ogrening it up in there. I like being a lumbering oaf. It's great.
I really like this idea that of like, how at the end of like podcasts or whatever, it's like, you can reach us at this email, on Blue Sky, on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. I really like the sign off just being like, Hey, do you want to play a game with me?
Yeah, here's my gamer tag.
Here's my game list.
I want you to witness the Earth Defense Force achievements I'm going to be getting sometime.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. So stay tuned to that profile. Super popular gaming platform, the Xbox.
The Xbox, yeah.
Store, well, actually, in less stores than ever now. You might need to go to some sort of art house tech place to get one. But that's where I'm at. So, yeah.
Yeah. And, I mean, if you're listening to this, you're on YouTube, so it's on my channel. You can click on that button somewhere and view other shit. We talk a lot. I don't know if you know, we've talked a lot on the internet. Like
over the years, yeah. Check out our Hobo with a Shotgun episode. Did we do an episode? I know we saw it.
We didn't.
Oh my god.
Which is kind of weird.
Right. It is a little weird because that's the movie we like saw together early on. Yeah.
Was it early? It wasn't that early.
It was. I think it was pretty early.
When did that come out?
Like 2010. I'll say.
Okay, that's pretty early.
2011.
Right? That's really early.
Pretty good. Rutger Hauer, you know, they got that Raccoons theme song at the end.
You were writing for Beetroot at that time still, too.
I still was, yeah. Man, I really spaced on a review one time. Anyway, that's enough of that. Stay tuned to this feed for more horror.
More Terrifier at some point coming up.
Yeah. And happy Halloween times, you know? Like, yeah.
All right.
Samhain.
Bye.
Cafe. Why not visit after school and have yourselves a bite? An appetizing appetizer certain to delight. We haven't done it right unless it makes your teeth decay. 'Cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. The grub is downright gruesome, but your appetites obey. 'Cause food's a little funny, food's a little funny, food's a little